behavior. You said that the lady, the driver, was a secret agent. He reported her and she was called, and they called the company. So it was validated based on that. That's the due process we are talking about, Kouga. The scenario that you gave.
No.
But they didn't just fire her, call her and say, leave, you are relieved. So
Kouga
Kouga,
did
please
much too bad.
let people do the analysis. They
Standard,
acquired
standard. Let me
due
come. Let me
process
come.
because of that.
Let me get information to her.
No, wait, honorable
Now,
man,
I
wait,
want
let
to
she
give her
finish.
information
Honorable
because
man, no.
my discussion was in the
Honorable man,
context
no
of Article
interruption.
49.
Honorable, no interruption. I beg you, sir.
Yes.
Let she finish. Go ahead,
Honorable,
man.
and I will reiterate. You said when they heard the allegation, the president didn't call and say, wherever you are, park your bags, leave the vehicle, do not come here. They call her and they question her, and somebody testify, and based on that, she left to protect her morale. She was caught. The other scenario you gave, they also asked her she was caught with drugs, so the evidence were there. And based on that, they said, if you of this person of caliber can do such, you need to go. Why can't we come under one roof with the allegation, or the vote of no confidence, and let's go through it and give Fonati his due process? Why? So that's since your story brought, that's the connection. So how can you do that?
So that's when you read it, Honorable
Let me
Ellen
stop you.
and Honorable Koga. She asked
Yeah.
three beautiful questions here. Why can't you answer for the sake of Liberia?
You say?
Again, that radio that play on your back is interrupting
But
us.
standard, that's the only way I'm getting you. Your phone is not. I mean, the show is not coming in clear.
Yeah, because you decide to be in one of the cheapest hotel, RLJ. But let's just go ahead.
Is that
Let's
your
go
prerogative again?
ahead. What I'm saying, she said you talk, everything you explain is about due process. Why can't you give Fonati due process?
The Article 49, the due process there is the cause. Let me tell you, people continue to misinterpret. They say the speaker shall be removed by cause. And the cause, once you establish the cause and you have the tutors, no investigation. Let me tell you today so you can understand. That's what
Oh,
the law
Not true.
says.
That's not true.
What?
oh,
I'm telling
wait.
you,
Yeah, but no, we
That's
gotta
not
give the
true.
when
honorable, no,
the
let's
court
give the
has any,
honorable
I
man the
want you
chance.
to ask any
Wait,
constitutionalist
wait, can you
what I'm
say that
saying.
again? Honorable,
The
can you say that
court, they
again?
said, listen, they said the speaker shall be removed by cause. Now, we accuse the speaker of so many things that we got proof of. And then, in order to justify it, 49% should sign on our cause, and automatically the speaker is removed. I want you to ask any constitutionalist on this
Yeah,
issue.
but so I get something straight. So you say there's no due process in this case?
No, if Fonati Kofa, if an individual complains Fonati Kofa to the plenary, that had nothing to do with tutors.
Oh
The
wow.
complaint will be presented, and once the complaint is presented, Fonati will immediately recuse himself and subject himself to the investigation. When he is investigated and found guilty by that simple person complaint, the report will be brought to the plenary, and the plenary will take a vote on it. And the vote to remove him will be a two-thirds vote.
You confuse it
You
all.
understand?
Okay.
No,
Can
no,
I come in?
no.
Can I come in?
No, I beg you, man. I beg you, Kel.
Huh?
I know you won't come in.
You know that
Chief,
along that line, where we
Chief, you just confused me. The
Who?
first time you saying that you got a cost. So you
I
don't need
said
the
the due
49.
process of the tutor
It's a cost.
is the tutor signatory.
Hmm?
When the tutor sign and say we have cause against you, but if an individual, I want you to understand me. If an individual felt that his interest or her interests have been injured and filed a complaint against Fonati, that is an individual. Due process they will subject him to an
Let's
investigation.
forget about individual. We
And
are
after
talking
the
about,
investigation,
but
the
let's forget about
investigation
it.
report will come on the floor.
So honorable man, let's forget about the individual. You guys are 44 now. Just make it simple for us to
But we are
understand.
optimistic or opportunity for the 9.
No, I'm not saying you are not. I'm
We
just
are
saying help
very
us understand.
optimistic. I can tell you
No,
for
no, no,
free.
no, 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 no. Let's go back to this thing. Do you think for that team right now, the number 44, he deserves due process?
You said?
Do you think the speaker for Kofa right now should be given due process?
No, but ask yourself something. Does Funati have the quorum to conduct the Liberian Poor business that you were elected for? Asking the question.
No,
Does he have the
you're
quorum?
not answering my question. Have
No,
you given
but I'm
Funati?
giving you asking me a
Have you given Funati due process?
which due process.
Due process that you don't want him. You have a complaint. Let me
When the
finish now.
complaints are being filed, if
Mhm.
anybody's complaint against Funati, he will have a due process. But if for any act committed by him and is discovered by two-thirds, one is cut into a resolution, he will be removed.
Hi, Kev. Before we go to Mambe, Kev, I confuse you,
You're
but
not
let's go
confused,
ahead.
though. I'm telling you, and I want to say, I want you to call a constitutionalist.
Stanton, we are in trouble. A lawmaker who been in that chamber for years don't even know the Constitution. We are in trouble. It's a disgrace. It said for a cause by resolution of two-thirds. That's what Article 49 says. It said for a cause by resolution of two-thirds members. 49 is the magic number.
Yes.
So if you have 49, go and put your resolution on the floor. Not having extra chambers. How can we have a lawmaker, Madam Ellen? How can we what the country heading to? This is a lawmaker don't understand his own constitution. Madam Ellen, we are in trouble as a nation.
It's the
This
beauty of
man,
democracy. People
yeah, but
are
what beauty it is, what
are
beauty,
complaining.
yeah, but what beauty it is that this man doesn't understand that Fanatic Kofa deserve a due process. He's
I
saying,
think he's confused
is
with the
Central ask him
course. Due
over
process
and over.
laws are not the same. Due
Central
process
asking
laws
over and
are not
over to redeem himself and say, look, are you not giving a due process? Stanton keep giving him chance, this lawmaker chance to redeem himself. He keep on saying this. Lack of due process in any society will lead to anarchy. And that's what he is doing. How can this lawmaker here saying because you feel that you have a potential 49, not 49. Oh, we'll get 49. Fanati should resign. That's the country we want to live. Let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question, Madam and Ellen.
yeah.
Are we reached to the politics of calabash, political calabash, and RLJ, that you will go to Calabash and you think that a lawmakers, if you're 30 or you're 40 something, after you have a couple of drinks and you sit down and say, we don't want a lawmaker, or just have a congregation of people who just sit at RLJ and say, we're going to have a fine time, and say, we don't want a speaker. Do we have a politics or country or lawmakers of political calabash?
Thank you.
Can you answer that?
That is wrong. It shouldn't be that way. There are so many times we leave for conferences, for retreat and other things. So imagine one day we are Farmington and we're like maybe 39, we 40, we 41.
After a
You know,
few drinks,
right here after a few minutes,
yeah, you say we
we
don't
have
want the speaker
decided that
again.
we don't want the president anymore. So we are just going to impeach
Or
him,
you'll go for lunch at Calabash, and
right?
after a few drinks, you don't want the speaker. Are we to that thing that will have a politics of Calabash?
It's sad, but that's the beauty of democracy. So it makes one to be qualified as per the requirements, but some people are not competent. I'm sorry to say, we can be qualified based on the requirement, but are you competent enough to uphold to the rules of the Constitution? Put away your personal differences. I do have people problem with people. I was also deterred at a point in time when people wanted to contest against me, but I did not bring it at the national level. We should follow the Constitution and go according to the Constitution. If my colleagues can have the 49, we will go through the procedure. There's Rule 48. And Honorable Kouga, the last time was the same reason why I just could not help it. And I called on the show for the first time. When I heard them talking, they left the Rule 48. It starts from 48.1 all the way to 48.7. They went straight to the 48.7. But you know why they are doing these things? I take the blame as a lawmaker because we're supposed to make our rules, they should be accessible. It should be to the public, given to the public, so people, our constituents, can have it just when they need to understand how it is done. But again, we have been advocating to make amendment to this rule. We adopted the rules from the 53rd, the 54th. Now we're using it for the 55th. Some of the things that happened years ago, it is not applicable now. We have the usage of technology. People got access to information. People are watching us. I feel so embarrassed when the people ask, and I will say something here right now. I expected some of my colleagues at least to make this thing juicy small, like the senator from Magibi County to say, Honorable Ellie Arthur Ray is the co-chair on Waste, Means and Finance. And she sat down there and she could not even speak on the floor to her colleagues to ensure that there's money allocated for CH Rennie, there's money allocated for the schools. I expected that to come out. So I would have bowed my heads down, run out of voice. I didn't see that, mommy. I didn't see that, Kev. I didn't see that in Stanton. I didn't even see that from Kouga. How?
So let me say this to
My
bring
second
mommy
question.
in.
My second
No,
question. But go ahead if you want. But
thank you. Let me say this to bring mommy in.